just returned from the 470 Worlds as World Champion. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Really happy. Although I've won obviously a few 470 Worlds beforehand, to do this the first time with Matt was really special, and I feel really happy for him. For him to accomplish that, and I suppose to get our first one under the belt as a team is always good, and it'll hold us in good stead, leading towards the Olympic Games.
So tell us a bit about your week.
It was a tough week. Most World Championships are a marathon, and I think by about day 3 we reckon we run about 30 kilometres. But it was really, the weather was all over the shop. We had first day cancelled with no wind. We had the fourth day cancelled for too much wind. And then sort of had everything in between. We had many races that the upwinds would only take about 5 minutes because of the current, and then downwinds would take 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Thankfully we were fast downwind, so that saved our bacon a few times. But it was a weird place to sail, and we had a weird weather, and just had to be tough and patient and grind it out.
And then in the second last day, you guys just had a slender lead over the Poms. Talk us through that day of racing.
That was sort of, I suppose, the clinching day. Our first race that day, we didn't go so well. It was predicted to be quite windy. We got out there in the water and some rain clouds came in, and the breeze died quite drastically. And we actually made a mistake and ended up going for a light weather setting and found ourselves in the wrong gear. And then we didn't start so well and went the wrong way a little bit, and just that little bit slow, so we couldn't hold laneways and couldn't go the way we needed to go, and we ended up having our worst race that what we thought was going to be our drop. But when we checked the scorecard, we actually saved a point there. We ended up with a 14th, but our main competitors had a very good race and jumped ahead. So I think in the overall points there, they actually took the lead from us. So we had to grind hard the next race, and we found ourselves at the front, which was nice. The Pommy guys that were close to us were right behind us in the race, and they were coming, I think, about 4th or 5th at the time. But the last time to the top mark, they had a breakage. Their rudder gudgeon that holds the rudder to the back of the boat had come loose from the hull, and we saw them in a bit of a trouble at the last top mark, and we just head down, kept going, and we managed to win the race and sort of got to the finish line and never saw them come. So we didn't know what had happened, and then we, at the next start line, we were just looking everywhere for them, and we realised that they weren't there, that they obviously had something majorly wrong. So we really only left 2 other boats in the running, and that was the other English boat that's very good, and the Greek guys, and we had a good first work and found ourselves just in front of the 2 of them. So in the rest of that race, we just played a controlling role on them, and gave them a little bit of heat and managed to push them back through the fleet, and got such a point difference by the end of the race that we had wrapped it up before the medal race. So what started out to be a bad day ended up being a really good day.
And then so to have a 20-point buffer going into the medal race would have taken a bit of weight off your shoulders?
It certainly did. That night was relaxed, and the race the next day was, I suppose, a completely different theory to what you would normally do. In a medal race scenario, it's normally more high risk, and I suppose you're looking to control points alone to win the regatta. But this time we just had to really keep our noses clean and have a bit of fun, and of course we're going to go and sail hard and really show what we can do to the rest of the world. But saying that, we're conservative on some points of it.
And overall, it's been a really successful year for you guys. Wins in Sail Melbourne, and then in Kiel as well, and a couple of silvers and bronze. So you're coming together well as a team? Yeah,
definitely. Last year being our first year together as a team, we wasn't our highest priority to do all the regattas and to do a lot of sailing. So this year we said we've got to really up our game and try to get to the top of the world and really match those guys. And it's been really positive to see that we've medalled in so many top regattas, and we actually set sort of some main objectives this year, and we have ticked them all off. So that's really good. To win the World Cup and win the World Championship, and the other one was to win a major regatta outside of Australia, which we did at Kiel Week.
So this is your 5th World Championship. You've got an Olympic gold medal. It's made you the most successful 470 men's sailor. What does that mean to you?
It's pretty special. I suppose when you're sailing and competing, you don't really think about those sort of records. You just go and do your job and try to do it as best you can. And yeah, it's special. It is really special, and it won't change what I do tomorrow or got to do to prepare for the London Games. That means nothing going into the next race. But it makes me feel nice that I've achieved that, and I'm a proud Aussie, and that's good.
And what's next for you guys?
We're all in different parts of the world at the moment. Victor, coach, is in Ukraine. He's gone back to his mother country and having some time there. Matt is spending some time with his wife and in-laws in Austria, and I've come home to see my wife. So in Australia, only here for a short time, but then we go to Weymouth, which is the sailing venue for 2012 Games. We'll be there for a month. That's including the Go for Gold regatta and doing a lot of training just to learn the destination, to learn the environment there.